Maxi Curran's with me here, manager of St Eunan's. Great performance by Naomh Conaill. I'm sure you'd be the first to admit, much the better side right from the start of this game, Maxi.
Yeah, from the word go, it was you could just tell they had a gander about them today, that they meant business, and we just weren't able to get up to the levels of them. Look, there's nobody could ever doubt the quality that Naomh Conaill have and always have had, and there's some days they play like that and there's some days they don't, but when they play like that they're just they're very, very impressive, and they blew us away today, to be fair to them.
Yeah, their game plan obviously to press you, they did that right from the start, but on top of that they were taking their chances as well, which is always going to make it difficult to chase them down.
Yeah, look, the run side forward line today, they started with Brendan McDyer and John O Malley, and Leon causes all sorts of problem with their movement. Probably in a way, the big wide open spaces of O Donnell Park probably helped them, and probably was a benefit to them. They're small men, but they're light on their feet and they can find the spaces, and the FA players found them well. But look, from our perspective, we just didn't get going. We have to look at the reasons why that is. Look, we're not going to start blaming conditions or anything like that. There's just days you come out and you're at it, and there's days you come out and you don't, and we need to try and pick the bones from it. We're fortunate in that we get another bite of the cherry. We go and play Donegal next week to try and get out of the group, and then you're into, if you can manage that, then you have a quarter-final stage after that. So that's the plus side of it. But look, we can't point the finger at anybody or anything today. We just were not good enough, and we were beaten by a far better team on the day. And all credit to Naomh Conaill, they were far superior, and best wishes to them.
Any early thoughts as to why that might have been the case? You can't do much about how good they were, but obviously you would be concerned about how poor you were.
Yeah. No, look, it's a bit of a worry for us, all right. We set out to try and to take care of a number of individuals, and the funny part about it, that worked out okay. Their so-called bigger name players probably didn't cause us that much bother, but then as I say, the Brendan McDyers and the Leons in that, they caused us huge problems. But I think it's too easy to pinpoint individuals. I think in pinpoint individual situations, I think just overall they wanted it more. They won all the 50-50s. They won all the breaks. They imposed their game plan on us, and the game was played on their terms. And we were always playing catch up, and we never looked like getting anywhere near them. And I think it's just one of those days, and we'll have to, as you say now, just sit down the next day or two and try and find out exactly why that was.
And a final question, maybe too strong something to say. A test of character of St Eunan's next weekend against Donegal. Maybe something to prove after that very poor performance today. Yeah, definitely. It's probably disappointing that's the situation we're in. That we have to go and prove ourselves all over again. A lot of these players have won an awful lot and owe nobody nothing, but that's just the nature of the game. There's going to be questions asked of them now of their gut and their will for the battle now is what lies ahead. We've got 4 knockout matches now. There's no more backdoor for us. There's no more second chances. So the backs are to the wall, and it'll tell a lot about this current group now if they have enough to go and get through it. Well, seamus, O Malley of Naomh Conaill with me. This was deemed the match of the weekend, seamus, because everybody thought it was going to be a real tight one given who were involved. But Naomh Conaill at their best here in the O'Donnell Park today.
Yeah, I think so. We had a game last week against Donnell where we really let ourselves down. We thought we just didn't play to potential that we could. And I think the lads felt today they needed to come out and just show what they could do. And in a very poor day from weather-wise, thankfully no injuries or anything like that, but I think they showed what they can do. So we're fairly happy with how things worked out today. Yeah.
They were at it right from the start, which was the most impressive thing, because obviously we know from past experience if you give St Eunan's a start, you can be in trouble.
Correct. That happened early on this year. We played them in the league here, and we had a very good first half. We thought we had the work done. They came back and they turned us over. So we knew really we had to get on top of them. We had to impose our game, and we had to stay on top of them. So first 10 minutes after half-time were critical, and we were fortunate enough to get that goal, one that came off the upright, and Brendan McDyer put it away superbly, and thankfully that was it. Once we got that, then I think we knew we were home and dry, So
A little bit of luck, as you say, involved in it with Brick's shot hitting the post, but
that's right.
somebody's got to be there and somebody's got to finish.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brandy had the hunger to get in there and to compete for it, and he was switched on right from the word go. You know, it is a superb game today. So we're only worried now is he was taken off. So we've a few weeks now. He probably won't be available for the Ardra game next week, but we've a few weeks hopefully to get him right. You know, because he's a key man in the setup there for us. You know.
Sure. I mean, one in the group's important to all teams because you avoid the winners from the other groups, but you couldn't have asked for a tougher game to finish it off because we all know the history of Ardra and Naomh Conaill, so you're not going to get any favours done next weekend.
Absolutely not. I'm sure there'll be, you know, the pressure is off us to a point, but Ardra will feel they've a point to prove, and they'll feel, you know, they haven't lost the 2 games already in the group. They feel maybe they'll have something to prove. They're probably battling hard for Division 1 survival at the moment, so they'll see this as a way to, you know, get their season back on track, you know, so we're certain we won't get anything easy over there next week now.
And finally, Seamus, is it fair to say that in the past Naomh Conaill have produced performances like this and then disappointed afterwards because we've expected so much from them over the last number of years and they haven't always delivered?
That's right, that's very true, and we're very aware of that. Some of the older players there now spoke about that today. Johnny McClune, Johnny the Butcher. And Johnny's been there since 2005, and he's been through all the, you know, the false dawns, if you want to call them that. And you know, so he was saying that to the young lads. You know, you may not get this chance again, so you must take it now when it presents itself. So.
A good day today, but tough days ahead.
Yes. I mean, it really is only just getting going now. You know, so it's but you can't beat championship football. You know, it's great stuff.
Thanks for talking to us in Donegal Sport Hub, Seamus. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Charlie.